Welcome back, everybody. This is Ritz Blues, and this is time for part 2 of Let's Play MegaMan X. So where we left off, I had just finished the intro stage of the game, the unavoidable intro stage that just introduces the main characters, or some of the main characters. And now I have the option to pick from one of 8 Mavericks that are available to battle in MegaMan X. I inappropriately labeled them Robot Masters before, but they're akin to Robot Masters. MegaMan X was the first Mega Man game to replace Robot Masters who had the name style of such and such man, or somebody other man, or Guts Man, or Cuts Man, or Ice Man, and replace them with animal avatars. So we have 8 different animals to choose from. Chill Penguin, Armored Armadillo, Launch Octopus, Storm Eagle, Spark Mandrill, Sting Chameleon, Boomer Kawunger, and Flame Mammoth. We also have the option to choose between what the stage looks like, so each one of these masters, each one of these Mavericks, has their own unique stage, just like all Mega Man games do, and there's a preview of what they look like. A map, so you can see this city here and where in the world they're located, so that's cool. Then we have specs that explain the details about each one of them and their attacks. Honestly, this info is really not that useful. It's more of a fun facts kind of a thing. Later on, when they start talking about some of the Mavericks you have to fight, they also talk about characteristics of what they like, what they don't like. But I'm going to start with Chill Penguin. Most people start with Chill Penguin because he's a pretty easy robot master Maverick. Gotta get in that habit. Maverick. To battle. You can fight him with your X-Buster. His weakness is Flame Mammoth. But we will be fighting him with the X-Buster. So this is Chill Penguin stage. It's snowy, it's got lumberjacks that like to shoot things. See, there's those little bombs there you can shoot. And there's rabbits who have cannons out of their ears. But Chill Penguin is the best part of Chill Penguin's stage is the fact that you get one of the first capsules in the Mega Man series, and it's one of the major upgrades that allows you to play the game differently than traditional Mega Man games. So these are classic bat enemies. Except they have these sort of little hinges that make them look more rickety than the ones that you saw in previous versions. Those red eyes are pretty creepy, though. Now, even though the ground is covered with a sheet of ice, it's pretty solid terrain. I'm not slipping on this at all. It has an appearance of being slippery, but unlike other Mega Man games, it's not even remotely slippery. Alright. Now, one of the first problems I had here was trying to figure out how to get on that platform, and trying to wall kick doesn't work because you hit your head there. You actually have to either wall kick from the midpoint here, or you could actually just jump up and wall kick up. It took me forever to figure that out. I used to think you'd need rush or some other kind of ability to get higher than you normally can. But a simple wall kick is all it needs. But it clearly demonstrates, like this spot here demonstrates, an example of an area that can only be traversed in Mega Man X and not traditional Mega Man games. So here's our first capsule. Now this happens many years after Dr. Light has passed away, but before he died, he went around the world and left practically 1 million of these things everywhere for X to find. X has a choice. He hopes it's a peaceful one. There's always the possibility he could become a Maverick, but he's destined to fight them. So, even though I don't like weapons, I'm going to give you them, says Dr. Light. it's true. The world has never known Mega Man to have the ability to dash. He's had a slide before, which is a useful maneuver, but now X can get the dash. The first time I saw this, I thought, that's cool, a new ability. But when I saw that his armor starts to change every time you get a new power-up, that was amazing. So, now I have the ability to dash. So there's two different buttons that can be used to do that. There's the double tap, or I can hit the A button to dash attack. So here we have some of these buzzsaw peacocks here. Pretty easy to kill. So you can get a little extra speed out of your movement if you jump out of your dash, and you can hold that momentum. So here's another mechanic that's new in Mega Man X series, mech armor. So you saw that earlier that Vile had one of these, but now X can do it too, if you find them. The only problem with these is that there's only a few areas in the game that have them. They can be a little clunky at times, but they're usually essential to completing parts of a stage. And then you can't use them anymore. Moving on, we move on to another type of enemy here. These are snowball throwing robots that will chuck a snowball directly at you, or they'll roll one along the ground, and then it will collect snow that's resting on the ground and try and hit you with it. Pretty easy to fight. You just keep shooting them, shoot whatever balls they roll up at you, and here we have our first Maverick Gate here. And here we are, our first Maverick, our first real boss fight, complete with life bar and intro. So there's Chill Penguin. So Chill Penguin has a few basic attacks. He can shoot those ice shots at you. He'll make frozen versions of himself. If you get hit by these frozen ice statues that he can make, then he'll freeze you. If you jump into them, they'll also hurt you. When he slides along the ground, he's invulnerable, so you have to hit him when he's not on his belly like that. You'll usually break through those at some point or another, but usually it's best to just blow them up rather than let them sit there. So it's a pretty easy fight because he doesn't really move around that much, and it's pretty predictable when he does. And even if he does, you can just wall climb and stay out of the way of it. That's his most dangerous thing there. He has one other move, and I'm wondering if he's even going to use it, because this is taking forever. He only got one more hit left. That hook there in the middle. Oh! Alright, time to end it. Is something he can grab onto and cast a blizzard, but that didn't happen. So, Chill Penguin's down. Now I'm going to get his power. Alright. So there's one Maverick down and one upgrade obtained. Remix of the classic weapon music. Weapon demonstration. So now I've got Ice Shot, and Ice Shot's pretty nice. It can freeze enemies, and if you shoot it up against the wall, it'll break apart and reflect off the wall and hit something else. So at this point, we're ready to pick our next Robot Master, but I'm still getting used to Fraps. I don't want to record something that's longer than, say, 10 minutes or so, so I'm actually going to cut the video short here and decide my next move. And some of you will be able to guess it. There's a pretty good likelihood that I'll pick one of probably 3 Mavericks, and you'll probably know which one it is. But I usually go after the same one every time. Anyway, until next time, this is Ritz Blues, and I hope you enjoyed.